Alright, NXT. I am doing a review this week on NXT. Well, I'm sure you all know why, because last week I did not do a review on NXT because it was nothing but video packages last week, which I can understand why it was only video packages last week, but I was not going to review that show because I had nothing to talk about. Other than what was I going to talk about? 70-minute, over hour video of Gargano and Ciampa mini documentary type of thing. Don't get me wrong, the promos were really good, and I know was one was about Balor and Rhea Ripley and everything, but I had nothing really to review last week, so I didn't even do a review of NXT last week because I had nothing to talk about. It's like, what am I going to do? Tell revisionist, well, not revisionist history, but revise the entire story of Gargano and Ciampa? Honestly, I've seen enough of it, but they're still doing this thing, so at least they still got to go off something by this. But I understand why they didn't have any wrestling last week. I know a lot of people complained about it last week, and I did too, that, okay, if there's no wrestling, I have nothing to talk about or review, but given the circumstances, I can understand why they didn't do nothing. But at least this week, we do have wrestling on the show, so now I do have something to talk about, because the news that's been around right now is that since NXT TakeOver will not happen, in the next week, it is going to happen, there will be an NXT TakeOver. But it's not going to be where it was supposed to be. It's going to be on NXT itself on TV. So TakeOver is going to happen for Ciampa. But it's just going to be, the matches will be on the NXT shows now. So that's what we're going to have. It's not just going to be a full, 2-3 hour show of a TakeOver. We're just going to do it on TV now and just put the matches on there. So at least TakeOver is still happening. We are still doing a TakeOver match, but a TakeOver show, but we are back at the Performance Center. I think they're in a different part of Performance Center because I thought everything looked a little bit different this time. But, right now, once again, another empty arena show. And I guess TakeOver is going to happen during that time too. But the first thing we do kick it off with is Austin Theory and Tyler Breeze kicking off the show. We got Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton on commentary. I don't think they were ever shown on commentary, but they are on commentary tonight. And we did kick it off with Theory and Breeze, though. Pretty good match, I will say that. The whole thing was Theory saying he's the future around here, talking about Breeze since he's like the past and whatnot. But this was good. I will say that for what it was. One thing you take was Theory, especially beating up Breeze throughout the match after, pretty much taking him out with his, the Ushigoroshi and everything. Austin Theory picked up Breeze's phone, pretty much talked to the phone, said, listen, Breeze, this is to all your family members right now. This is, he is done. He is the past. I am the future. Breeze is washed up, basically saying that. And he's going to make a memory for him right now. But as he tried to pick up Breeze while holding his phone, Tyler Breeze ended up getting him with the beauty shot for the win. So Tyler Breeze actually got a win right here. I'm like, well, at least he's got some. I actually thought Theory was going to go over, but I guess they're trying to go like that. His carelessness made him lose by paying attention more to the phone than trying to win the match, that it gave time for Tyler Breeze to recover and win the match. I'm still trying to understand where they're going with Theory. People say this guy, he's the future, or he looks like a creative 2K player right now. Well, what he's doing, especially, pretty much, I guess, going around talking about it anyway, say he's the best and everything, but Tyler Breeze ended up getting the win over him. So I'm sure it'll be a rematch because of the whole phone thing, but it was not a bad match, though, between Theory and Breeze. Next, we got Killian Dane. There's someone you haven't seen in a while, versus Tahudi Miles. I have no idea who this is or what he's about, but they said he was a military veteran and a collegiate athlete. I thought this was going to be a squash match, mostly just to give Dane a win, but they did have a little bit of back and forth here. I don't know who this Tahudi Miles guy is. I've never heard of him. I saw somebody call him like another version of Velveteen Dream or a Walmart discount version of him, but it wasn't bad out there or anything, but I'm just surprised this match even went on for a minute. I actually just thought Killian Dane was just going to get the squash win, because I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Never heard him. I've never seen him before. I don't know where he's from. I may have to look him up to see where he's from, but I don't know nothing about this Tahuti Miles. Like, he just got like overall something with like the strap on it too. I know Killian Dane ended up winning, after Senton and the Vader bomb for the win. Killian Dane, no, I don't know where to go with him half the time. It's like he goes somewhere for a second, then he's not going somewhere. So Killian Dane got a win and everything, but I don't know where this puts him forward to next. I don't know. But he did get a win, though, I will say that, over this Tahuti Miles guy. Next, we got Cameron Grimes versus Tony Nese. I almost brought I have not seen Tony Nese in a while, but at least he did not do his whole abs thing like he does on 205 Live with him, pretty much counting the abs. And I'm going to give you 12 reasons why this and whatnot. So we didn't see any of that. Good match from Grimes and Nese, though. I don't really know what Nese is doing on 205, so I can't really go off on that. But Cameron Grimes had a pretty good match, though. I will say that. Grimes ended up winning with the cave-in for the win. I kind of expect him to win anyways, but not a bad match, though, between both of these guys. So at least Cameron Grimes just picks up a win right here, so that was good. Aaliyah, who was back after missing almost 4 months of action due to Xia Li breaking her nose by kicking her in the face. I do remember that. That looked deadly, but Aaliyah's back. Mostly everyone will shit on Aaliyah because this girl's been here for so long. She is usually terrible in the ring most of the time, and that's the reason why a lot of people said she nearly got her head kicked off because she did not block the right way. But Aaliyah was back, and she was going to face Xia Li, I guess, in a rematch due to this whole, NXT ladder match to see who was going to get, ladder match to get a shot at the women's title and everything. But Xia Li's music had hit, but she never came out. So I almost thought, like, okay, is this going to be different then? Because I would have thought that Aaliyah may have just kind of gotten the win over Xia Li's payback from 4 months ago. But Xia Li was on the ground holding her knee. Next thing you know, Steve Corino was checking on it, and they said, I guess someone attacked her and her knee was down. Until Greg Hamilton saying that William Regal said that there is a replacement, someone who is medically cleared now. The return of Io Shirai. My God, she would have got a big pop if there was a crowd there. But Io Shirai was back. She went against Aaliyah. Mostly a squash match. Io ended up hitting the, that's a J Jerla, but what's called the butterfly backbreaker, I believe it's called. And pretty much did the moonsault, did the moonsault and everything for the win. So Io Shirai back and will be part of that ladder match. I'm sure we will get a big moonsault from her anyways. Of course, like what they call it, yes, the genius of disguise, I believe. So Io Shirai with a big return coming back. So I did not expect that to happen, but Io Shirai has not been seen since what? Not the Royal Rumble. I think she was gonna be in the Royal Rumble. We have not seen Io Shirai since I think it was that Battle Royale where Bianca Belair won, and, she ended up throwing Io Shirai out the ring. I think that's the last time we saw Io Shirai in NXT before she had that injury going on. But it is cool to see Io Shirai back. It would have been cool if it was a crowd, but given the circumstances right now, you got to understand. But I'm sure people popped at home when they saw Io Shirai. Next, they had a video package for good old Samuel Shaw there, the creepy bastard himself, but he's going by Dexter Loomis nowadays. Of course, he's got to be a serial killer again, so that's pretty much what he looks like. So I remember him called a creepy bastard in TNA, and I'm sure he's a creepy bastard now where he is here. I think he was in NWA for a second, but WWE ended up signing him, so now he's here now. Keith Lee was interviewed in the ring about what happened with Damian Priest and Dijak. But Lee says he owes Dijak an apology after what happened because he, ended up hitting a power bomb or a spirit bomb on him and didn't mean to. And since he owes him an apology, Dijak came out and he says, I don't care about your apology. I want my title shot. But Dijak pretty much says, I don't blame you or anything. But right now you're trying to take food off of my family's table and everything. When you attacked me, Damian Priest ended up coming out. Pretty much says, listen, I got my eyes on the prize and I want that title, okay? Because I've worked hard for where I am right now. And when I get the title, I should have more things like more money, more women, more fame for my legacy, and that Priest will live forever. and pretty much telling Lee how's the knee right now. Well, told Dijak how's the knee, and told Lee how's your back right now. And Priest, Lee pretty much says that you will not live forever when you face me. But Damian Priest pretty much had his like baton on him, like nightstick and everything. All right, I've heard enough of you talking. So he pulled out the stick, but he tried to get in the ring, but Dijak ended up pushing Lee out the way and started attacking, punching Priest out there, Martinez or whatever. I'm trying not to call him Punishment Martinez nowadays, but Dijak and Lee pretty much end up brawling outside the ring. Not Dijak, but Lee and Priest there end up brawling outside the ring until Dijak pretty much did his big senton or diving, not a moonsault, but just a big front flip to the outside of the ring then. Pretty much landing on both of them, which now they said it's going to be a triple threat match. I'm surprised you just don't say that for the takeover in the next 2 weeks, because that's actually what I saw coming. But next week it will be Keith Lee, Dijak, and Damian Priest for the North American Championship. So we'll see what comes for that, but I'm surprised they didn't say it for the takeover. There was supposed to be Adam Cole's big celebration of being the longest reigning NXT champion, but they only showed him on location as he was on vacation at his pool, which I don't think anybody's on vacation. Well, everybody's on an extended vacation right now. But pretty much saying, talk about what he did with Velveteen Dream. Say he's going to run through Velveteen Dream and beat him, that he would not get a title shot. Dream's a loser. And he talked about all his accomplishments from being a North American champion, War Games, longest reigning NXT champion. So yes, we're doing the celebration from here, and he shouldn't be flustered tonight. But this is the best way we could do it, and I'm sure they would have done stuff tonight. But of course, this whole curfew thing, and everybody must be in their home or shelter or lockdown or whatever state is in some type of turmoil right now. And I know Florida's one of them. So yeah, he's on vacation. Basically, nobody can leave their home. Only Lorcan and Danny Burch went against Shane Thorne and Brandon Vink. I do not know who this guy is, but I guess he's Shane Thorne's new tag partner. I know we saw him on Raw the other night to get jobbed out by the Street Profits, but they ended up getting jobbed out by Lorcan and Burch. I guess they're trying to make Shane Thorne and this Brandon Vink guy into a team. I don't know anything about Brandon Vink, nor have I heard of him, but I guess they need to give Shane Thorne a new partner since his last partner, remember Nick Miller or Mad Mikey Nichols, whatever you want to call him right now, but Nick Miller, since he ended up going to New Japan and being part of Chaos right now, Shane Thorne is basically on his own. We don't have TM61, but I don't know who this Brandon Vink guy is. Never heard of him. He's okay, but and everything, but I guess they have to give Shane Thorne somebody, I guess. Candice LeRae ended up going against Kaden Carter for another title shot or number one contender shot for that ladder match. Not a bad match or anything. I kind of figured Candice LeRae was going to win. I don't think anybody, I'm sure everybody kind of saw her winning. I didn't think Carter was going to beat Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae ended up winning with the Gargano's escape for the win, so submission hold. But they also kind of showed that it's going to be a last chance to get in this ladder match. So basically, everybody that lost all their matches to get in this whole ladder match, because the people that are in this ladder match right now is Candice LeRae, Mia Yim, Io Shirai, Tegan Knox, and Chelsea Green. But I guess everybody has a last chance next week, from Kaden Carter to Dakota Kai, Deonna Purrazzo, Aaliyah, who else? I'm trying to remember who faced who, but yeah, Shotzi Blackheart and everything. So this most of everybody I do know from this, but Candice LeRae got the win, so not a bad match from there. It was pretty short. Some I would say the best match of the night right after is Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong. I'm sure people have seen this match before in the past, but mostly last year's TakeOver 25. But this was a very good match between Roderick Strong and Matt Riddle, so it was enjoyable. Pretty much Matt Riddle got the win, especially hitting the big final flash knee, and then hitting one with some punches before hitting the bro Derek on him, because Strong ended up doing his punches from across the ropes on Matt Riddle, but Matt Riddle hit him with the bro Derek for the win. So Riddle got the win right after. But then next thing you know, these two random guys, I don't know who they are, nor that their names were never even mentioned, and they start speaking in a different language, and they beat up Matt Riddle and did a double team move on him. Then next thing you know, Malcolm Bivens, aka or formerly known as Stokely Hathaway, I guess is the manager now, saying that Pete Dunne is stuck across the world right now. Good luck to him. And that this is the new future tag team of NXT, so at least we're trying to get new teams in NXT, because the tag team division is really lacking right now. NXT is already. So we don't know who these guys are, nor do we know their names. I don't know who these guys are. Like I said, I don't know who these guys are. Never heard of them. But they are new. Some people are already comparing it to AOP, how they debuted, because nobody didn't know who they were. But they sure as hell knew who Paul Ellering was. I think at the time that crowd knew who Paul Ellering was, but it's kind of almost like some people say Authors of Pain. So I don't know who these guys are. I don't know where they came from. I know who Stokely Hathaway is, because he managed Moose back in Ring of Honor. But whoever these dudes are that are being managed by him, we'll see what happens. But I've never heard of these guys. I don't know who they are, basically. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I guess they're going to be going after Riddle and Pete Dunne for the titles whenever that happens. But that's what's going to happen next. Triple H was out there to deal with this whole Gargano and Ciampa situation, as he talked about their history for a second. Ciampa ended up coming out there. He says he wants Gargano out there now, and he's in the back. Triple H called him out, but you two will not touch each other tonight. Nothing is going to happen, okay? And Gargano said I shouldn't be in the ring with him. You saw what he did to me 2 weeks ago. I got knocked off a perch and everything, and put through a table in the Performance Center being destroyed. And Triple H pretty much went on to say that you're just making excuses. You're both going to get in the ring. You're going to stand there. We're going to do this now. Because if this was Regal's decision, you two be gone by now. But since he would have fired both of you guys, I'm going to do something different, but you guys are not going to touch each other. He understands what you guys have done. Him and Shawn Michaels have done the same thing. And listen, you can keep doing this, but there's more to life than being in this ring, okay? And this has to end someday. And right now, I can't have you tearing up buildings and endangering people and stuff. And Ciampa pretty much talked about, it's supposed to happen on a big stage and everything. And Gargano pretty much said, yeah, all this was supposed to happen. This was supposed to happen in last year's TakeOver, but he broke his neck, okay? And Ciampa pretty much said, listen, bigger things are happening in the world right now, and big things are happening in my world, basically. Ciampa, and, he had to recover from his neck, but right now he doesn't care as long as there was a cameraman in the ring. Ciampa said it's only about who's going to be the heart and soul of NXT. Gargano said, I'm the heart and soul of NXT. You're a monster. And everything. But Triple H pretty much went on and says, listen, I'm going to give you whatever you want. Whenever, wherever. And he says, right now, it could be now. But Gargano says, no, we're not going to do it right now. I need 2 weeks. Okay? I need to recover from what happened a few weeks ago. I got thrown off a perch onto a table. You saw what happened. But Triple H says, listen, I'm going to give you guys an empty building. Well, we're already in an empty building when you look at it. I'm going to give you a referee. That's it. One more match, and it's over. And this fight is not going to continue after this, okay? But it's going to happen. But after that, you guys continue. You guys will be gone. NXT will still be here. But you two will not be part of it. And Triple H pretty much says that you guys will not touch. I'm going to send you a text of a secret location to wherever this match is going to be. And you guys are just going to prove who's better or whatever, whatnot. But it's going to end after that. But then next thing you know, the Doomsday Clock happened and Killer Cross was shown on the screen as everybody looked confused in the ring. So what? Is Killer Cross going to be part of this now as part of his debut? I don't know. And I guess in 2 weeks we're going to get one more Ciampa and Gargano match. I guess that's going to be part of the TakeOver Tampa, which I'm sure is going to happen anyways. It's supposed to be an empty building. We're already technically in an empty building right now, but I guess it's going to be one of those one last time type of things now between Gargano and Ciampa. So, great promo from everybody in there, because Triple H says it's not going down anymore. It's only going to happen one more time, and it's going to be over after this, okay? Everything is going to be done, but I'm sure Killer Kross is going to be involved one way or another. I don't know where the secret location is going to be in the next 2 weeks. I don't even know what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, but I don't know if they're going to be filming this stuff at night, because Orlando has some new curfew now, or something, I think about 11 p.m., or whatever's going on over there in Florida. Come on, we already got curfews over here in Chicago at 5 p.m. right now, okay? You can't even be out the house at 5 unless you're going to the grocery store or necessity, okay? Due to this whole virus going on right now. But yeah, we got Gargano but my bad, I almost lost my train of thought right there. But yeah, I don't know where this secret location is or where it's going to be filmed or whatnot. Because I almost thought NXT was taped tonight, but NXT was live tonight. And we got a show. So at least we got a show tonight, alright? And it was wrestling on this show. Some was some some random matches to be putting out there. And I know we had the women's qualifying matches. But I thought Strong and Riddle probably had the best match for whatever time they had out there and everything. So that was pretty good. So we got a lot of wrestling matches. Theory and Breeze is pretty good too. I'll say that for what it was. I think most everybody's going to talk about is just the last promo between Gargano, Ciampa, and Triple H out there. And Killer Kross putting out his doomsday clock, so I guess he's coming real soon, I guess. But wherever this empty building or wherever they're going to be doing this fight, this final match, just these two, empty building, referee, a cameraman, and we'll see what happens from that. I don't know what this takeover is going to involve, okay? Nobody knows, but I guess we're going to see what happens. Hey, we got to work with what we can work with right now. Like I said before about any other review, I know it's an empty building, arena, whatever, whatnot. I know everything is weird. I'm sure everyone's not going to accept it, or I'm sure people I know are not going to even watch the show due to it without being any fans over there. But right now, you got to take what you can get right now, I guess. Like I told people before, you only have 2 companies in the ball game right now still going with this stuff. And at least we got a show from NXT tonight. That's why I'm doing this review right now, because we actually got wrestling on this show tonight. But at least we did get some build in the next 2 weeks for a takeover, though. But other than that, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about NXT tonight. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Like I said, check out any other past video that is up online right now. Come on, I'm sure anybody has any time. Hey, check out my Rumble review and any other reviews in the past, because I'm sure nobody's doing nothing from home right now. But sit around. So, hey, take a time if you got a chance to listen to any of my past archives if you want. Especially the podcast ones like I did on, Rumble or any other big pay-per-views, or what my 2019 year in review. Just kind of putting a little bit out there if you want to give it a chance to go back and watch. But other than that, stay safe, wash your hands. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.